Unconditional love is a powerful idea. It suggests a love without limits, a love that stays strong despite flaws, mistakes, and challenges. We yearn for this love, often connecting it with the purest forms of affection, a parent's love for a child, the bond between soulmates. It's a beautiful ideal, promising unshakable acceptance and security. We deeply desire this love, believing it's the ultimate expression of commitment and devotion. This ideal, however, needs careful consideration. Can love truly exist without boundaries, without expectations of reciprocation and respect? Human experience is complex. Relationships are nuanced, always changing. While the idea of unconditional love is appealing, it's important to explore its reality. Is it truly achievable? More importantly, is it always healthy? Unconditional love, in its idealized form, can hide the potential dangers of loving without limits. Psychologically, unconditional love can offer a sense of security and belonging. Emotionally, it can create a deep and lasting bond. However, it's essential to balance this ideal with the reality of human relationships. Only then can we truly understand and appreciate the complexity of unconditional love. Unconditional love, in its healthiest forms, thrives on balance. It exists in the safe embrace of a parent who sets loving limits, nurturing a child's independence along with unwavering support. It thrives in romantic relationships where partners celebrate each other's strengths while acknowledging imperfections. Healthy, unconditional love fosters growth, not dependence. Think about the bond between close friends. True friendship accepts flaws and celebrates individuality. It offers support during hardships while encouraging personal growth. This dynamic embodies healthy, unconditional love, a love that accepts without enabling, supports without suffocating. It's a love built on mutual respect, understanding, and a shared commitment to each other's well-being. This balanced approach to unconditional love recognizes that loving someone doesn't require sacrificing your own needs or accepting harmful behavior. It means loving the individual, supporting their growth, and setting healthy boundaries that protect both parties. For example, a family that regularly meets to discuss house rules and expectations creates an environment of mutual respect and understanding. Friends who set clear boundaries in their relationships avoid misunderstandings and strengthen their bond. Parents who teach their children responsibility and self-reliance prepare them for a life of success and independence. Couples who work together to overcome challenges strengthen their connection and build a strong foundation for the future. The benefits of balanced love are countless: stronger relationships, increased trust, and continuous personal growth. Ultimately, love in balance creates an environment where everyone can thrive, grow, and feel truly loved. The idea of unconditional love takes a darker turn when it becomes a tool for manipulation or an excuse to accept harmful behavior. When love lacks boundaries, it can trap people in toxic cycles, sacrificing their own well-being in the name of preserving the relationship. This distortion of love often comes from a misunderstanding of what it means to love unconditionally. Unconditional love shouldn't be confused with unconditional tolerance. Loving someone doesn't mean accepting disrespect, abuse, or infidelity. These behaviors violate the basic principles of healthy relationships: respect, trust, and reciprocity. When we confuse love with the obligation to put up with harmful actions, we not only encourage unhealthy patterns but also diminish our own worth. Unconditional love, when misinterpreted, can become a breeding ground for codependency, resentment, and emotional exhaustion. Recognizing the potential pitfalls of this idealized concept is crucial for building healthy and balanced relationships. Take, for example, the case of Maria, who endured years of emotional abuse because she believed that unconditional love meant accepting everything. This had a devastating impact on her self-esteem and mental health. Psychologists warn that a lack of boundaries can lead to a loss of identity and an increase in anxiety and depression. It's essential to set clear boundaries and recognize that healthy love requires reciprocity and respect. Only then can we avoid the traps of unconditional love and build relationships that truly nourish our well-being. The tendency to engage in unhealthy expressions of unconditional love often stems from a complex interplay of factors. Early childhood experiences, particularly our attachment styles with primary caregivers, significantly influence how we perceive and give love as adults. Those with insecure attachment styles, for example, might be more inclined to seek validation and acceptance through excessive self-sacrifice in relationships. Unconscious dynamics also play a role. We might unconsciously project unresolved childhood needs onto our partners or friends, expecting them to fill unmet emotional voids. This can lead to unrealistic expectations and a distorted view of love. Furthermore, social conditioning, particularly regarding gender roles, often perpetuates harmful narratives. Historically, societies have imposed rigid gender roles, with women often seen as the primary emotional caregivers and men as the breadwinners. Today, although there's greater awareness and challenge to these traditional roles, many of these expectations persist, influencing how people experience and interpret love. Women, historically raised to be nurturers, may feel obligated to provide unconditional love and support, even in the face of mistreatment. These cultural narratives, combined with biological factors like the release of bonding hormones during intimate moments, can further blur the lines between healthy devotion and unhealthy attachment. Recognizing the warning signs of pathological love. Identifying the warning signs of unhealthy love is crucial for protecting yourself from emotional harm. One warning sign is tolerating unacceptable behavior. This includes forgiving infidelity, minimizing hurtful actions, or accepting emotional manipulation. Another sign is a lack of reciprocation. Healthy relationships involve a mutual exchange. If you feel emotionally drained and unappreciated, it's a sign that the love is not balanced. Pay attention to your emotional well-being. If you feel unseen or disrespected, address the issue. According to psychologist Dr. Rossi, unhealthy love often manifests through a cycle of forgiveness and abuse. Let's take the case of Maria and Luca. Maria repeatedly forgave Luca for his betrayals, hoping he would change. However, this only led to an increase in her emotional pain. Experts recommend seeking professional help if you recognize these signs. Therapy can offer tools to address and overcome unhealthy love. Remember, you deserve healthy and respectful love.
Trapped in the cycle. Examples of unconditional love gone wrong. Unconditional love gone wrong can leave people trapped and emotionally drained. Think about a woman in an abusive relationship, believing her love can fix her partner. She endures abuse, justifying his actions with the belief that true love conquers all. This is a dangerous misconception. Unconditional love doesn't require you to put up with harmful behavior. It thrives on mutual respect and the courage to address harmful behavior. Another example involves a parent and an adult child. A parent, driven by the desire to protect their child, might become overly involved, controlling their finances or sabotaging their relationships. This behavior can stifle the child's growth and create a toxic cycle of dependence. These examples show how unconditional love, misapplied, can perpetuate unhealthy dynamics. Psychology experts emphasize that unconditional love must be balanced with respect for oneself and others. Only then can it truly thrive and not become an emotional trap. Breaking free. Steps to reclaiming your worth. Breaking free from the trap of unhealthy unconditional love takes courage and self-awareness. The first step is recognizing the problem. Write down your thoughts and feelings to understand your situation better. You deserve respect and reciprocated love. Building self-esteem is key. Repeat positive affirmations every day. Remember your value and your dreams. Create a clear vision of your future. Nurture your passions and surround yourself with people who lift you up. Join groups or activities you're passionate about. Setting healthy boundaries is essential. Learn to say no when you need to. Learn to communicate your needs assertively. Practice assertive communication with friends or in dedicated courses. Seeking professional support can be very helpful. Share your story and seek advice from professionals or mentors. Remember, every step forward is a victory. Celebrate your successes and keep growing. Love with limits. Finding the balance between self and other. Unconditional love, when practiced with self-respect and healthy boundaries, becomes a powerful force for good. It allows us to embrace our own imperfections and those of others, to offer compassion and support without sacrificing our well-being. It's about understanding that loving someone doesn't require us to become martyrs to their needs or to tolerate harmful behavior. True love thrives on mutual respect, healthy communication, and a shared commitment to each other's growth. It encourages individuality while promoting connection. It celebrates strengths while acknowledging vulnerabilities. This balanced approach to love allows us to experience the joy of a deep connection
without compromising our sense of self. It's about understanding that loving someone starts with loving and respecting ourselves. Philosophically, the balance between self and other can be seen as a harmony between individuality and connection. Practically, this means communicating openly, setting clear boundaries, and respecting each other's needs. It's important to find time for personal growth and for shared experiences. In this way, love becomes a journey of mutual discovery and personal enrichment. Your story matters. Sharing experiences and building healthy love. The journey to understanding and practicing healthy, unconditional love is ongoing. It requires self-reflection, open communication, and a willingness to challenge our biases and ingrained patterns. By sharing our experiences and engaging in honest conversations about the challenges of love and relationships, we create a space for learning and collective growth. Have you ever felt trapped in a relationship where love felt more like an obligation than a choice? Have you struggled to set boundaries or prioritize your needs in the name of love? Your story matters. By sharing your experiences, you contribute to a larger conversation, helping others recognize unhealthy patterns and empowering them to seek healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Let's continue the conversation. Let's support each other in building relationships based on respect, authenticity, and love that allows both individuals to thrive. Community stories are essential. Listening to others' experiences helps us see our own situations from new perspectives. Experts suggest practicing empathy, communicating openly, and setting clear boundaries to maintain healthy relationships. Together, we can build love that not only survives but flourishes, enriching our lives and the lives of those around us. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.